Our show is The Voice of Reason, and I am your presenter, Angelique. Today on our platform, I'm really grateful to receive one of the young entrepreneurs, goes by the name of Mr. Frankos, and I would like to greet him first of all. Hello, Mr. Frankos.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good.
I'm really grateful to have you here today because, you know, everybody has been seeing you around, they've seen the work you've done, but today's an opportunity to really discover what goes on in Frankos' mind.
No problem. I'm very happy to be invited here, so yeah, I'll be willing to answer all your questions.
Really good, thank you. Before we even start, we would like to congratulate Mr. Frankos for becoming a new father to a baby boy.
Thank you.
And from the team of the Boss Brother,
Thank
the Voice of Reason, we would like to give you a gift.
All right. I wasn't expecting this. Oh.
And here you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you to the Boss Brother team, and thank you to the Voice of Reason for this.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this.
Of course. Welcome to the fatherhood. Welcome to parenthood. It's difficult, but it's an enjoyable ride.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah.
So, I'll call you Ya Frankos because we're Congolese. We say Ya as a sign of respect. So, can you give us a little background about yourself, like where you come from, family-wise?
My name is François Chimpuki. I was born in Kinshasa, in Congo, Clinic Nalema. My parents are originally from the Kasai Oriental, Mbujimai, but they grew up in Lubumbashi. So they were born and raised in Lubumbashi because the parent came from Mbujimai to Lubumbashi. So my parents spoke Swahili and Chiluba and French at the same time. And they came to Kinshasa, I think, around the 1980s to settle, and that's when I was born. And from there, I went to school in Kinshasa, studied at College Boboto. And from College Boboto, when I reached, I think it was secondary school, they call it troisième CEU. I don't know what troisième CEU is here, but it's secondary school, I think, when you getting ready to go to college.
Yeah, I think year 11 basically.
Year 11, I think.
Year 10,
year 11. I'll say year 11.
Yeah.
That's when I left the Congo to come to the UK. So I arrived at the UK at the end of 1999. So I've been in the UK for almost 1999 till now. Did you say? Yeah, about 18 years. About 18 years in the UK. I've been living in the UK. So I arrived in the UK in the 1999, leading to 2000. I was a young man. So I was a young man like any other young man. I ended up with a wrong group of peers. When you come to a new country and you want to integrate society, learn English and become part of society, I ended up with a different group of peers who sort of influenced me in a negative way. I started to do negative activities.
What kind of negative activities? I
wasn't intended to do. We were doing things like robbery, you know, when I was young. Yeah,
which is really, you know, surprise.
Yes, we were doing things like robbery. We used to rob cars, steal people's phone, things like that. Because at the time when we were growing up in Barking and Dagenham, racism was still tense. Yeah. So I was attacked. I got into these things out of retaliation. I was attacked by skinheads. We went to a farm fair and one black boy went to do something, and then when they came, because to them all black people look the same, and I ended up being attacked. And from then I felt a hunger inside me, and I wanted to, you know, get some sort of vengeance. And I went to Dagenham and beat up one white boy. Took his phone and then went home.
So everyone can fight.
So went home, and then from there the police came to my friend's house. They arrested both of us. And we went court. Luckily, the parents of that young white man ended up dropping the case because they ended up getting the phone back and stuff. So they ended up dropping the case. He didn't go any further. And the second time, I think we were in a stolen car. We were driving around London. I was very, very, very bad boy. Driving around.
So were you a leader in your
I was sort of, There was other leader, but I was
So were you the one that always comes up with the bad
I wasn't coming up
idea?
with the bad ideas, because this is all explained to you how it all works. I was raised as a Catholic in Congo,
Okay.
and I had strong values and principles.
Okay.
You know, we used to go to church every Sunday, we were baptized, all the rituals that Catholic Church
That it was
does.
needed.
So it was instilled in me. So I had good foundation, and I think that foundation, that's the one that so helped me later on when I came back to the right path. So going back to the story, we were doing bad activities, and at the same time when I was doing that, I had my siblings that were back home calling me, telling me, they used to put them on the phone on purpose to make me feel guilty. Like, you were sent there to study, or what are you doing wrong things for?
So were this your older brothers?
No,
or
my younger ones.
Your younger ones. So are you the
Imagine,
eldest?
no, I got an older brother. I got two older brother and one older sister, so I'm the fourth. Fourth year. So imagine having your siblings calling you, telling you, it used to hurt, it used to hurt my feelings. And I kept doing bad activities, coming home late, my uncle wanted to beat me and things like that. And then slowly, I decided, because it started to hurt my family. And I was like, this is not me. You know, I wasn't meant to do this. You know, I decided, no, I have to stop. I stopped, I put everything aside, and I said, let me focus and try and get myself on the right path. At that time, I was still at college, and I decided to look for a job. It took me a year literally. I'd done my CV, I was going around looking for a job. It took me a year, and I ended up finding a job at JD Sports.
What age were you at that time?
I remember I was around, about 17, 16, going into 17. I ended up finding a job at JD Sports. At the same time, I was working, even though I was still hanging out with my friends, but I wasn't engaging.
Were you not studying at that time?
I was at college.
Okay, what were you studying?
When I came, I was doing this BTech, National Sports and Science. So when I came, I was first, because I couldn't find any space for me at school, they put me into college. I did the first year, I did ISO, English and maths and stuff. So
just to get
test
you,
my levels
a
and
foundation.
stuff. And then from there, I did the BTech thing. First diploma, and then I went to the national, and then after that I went uni. So I was at college, and at the same time I ended up finding work, and I started work at JD. And I was still having my friends coming at my workplace. These guys, they'll go and do robberies. They'll go and do all this credit card scamming and everything. And they'll have a lot of money. They'll have a lot of money, and they'll come to my shop. They'll be showing me, oh, this is how much you're making. You're here working for, I think at the time I was getting £4.50 an hour. You were here earning £4.50 an hour, and we're making big money, bruv. Come on, leave this. Because at the time I was getting gym as well, so I was big. Like, you're a big man, you can come just get them in a headlock and you get the money.
So they were encouraging you?
They were encouraging me into going back into bad things. Because at the time, I think after going into my first year, after 16, 17, I was getting into my 18, I think. They came back, because I was still at JD, because I'd done a few years at JD. So they came back telling me all this stuff, trying to encourage me to get back into that lifestyle. And I was just like, no. You know, I was saying to myself, no, I need to focus, I need to do what's right. And they kept doing it, they kept doing the lifestyle. And I ended up going to university. And after, I took a gap year after college. And then during that gap year, I worked full time at JD. And that was the most tempting year, because I was working hard. And I think I was earning about $290 a week at JD. Wow. So a month, we would say, it was about £1,000, something like that a month. So they were earning that a day. You know, they can make £1,000 a day, they can make £5,000 a day. So they were coming to me, tempting me. It was a tempting year for me, but I ended up focusing, and after that...
But what made you focus? Because, you know, some people...
Because like I said, I had siblings that were looking up to me. You know, and I said to myself, I couldn't keep doing what I was doing, because it was not part of my DNA. You understand?
So would you say you're a strong-minded person?
I am a strong-minded. Even though I was with them, I knew my limits. Because these guys, they'll go to the extremity of beating people.
They don't think about the consequences.
They don't think about the consequences. Because at the end, some of them ended up in prison for a long time. Some of them ended up deported back to the countries of origin. But I'm still here. So... the values, And that's why I always say values and principles are very important when you're raising a child. When I was being raised, my parents instilled values and principles in me. And those values and principles stayed with me. And I believe 110% those the things that saved me, that got me back
out
into the right
of
path.
that.
Yeah, because I started to question myself if what I was doing was right. Was I representing my family in the right way? You know, and
so you had that family value.
That's it. So would I like my young sibling
to do the same thing that
the
you're
same
doing?
thing? So all this questioning and stuff so led to me coming away from. I went uni, I finished university. I think when I was doing uni, I think I went Belgium as well, where I spent about 8 months, and coming back. But I told you that story. I came back. I found another job as a youth worker because. Before that, I was doing some voluntary work in the community where I was living. Yeah. Because I had with my sport, BTEC sport and science thing, I had a coaching badge. So what I used to do every Wednesday, I'll gather young people around the estate in terms of giving back, or I just coach them on how to play football.
But how
organize competitions and stuff.
But how did you get this kind of like motivation and these ideas? Was there no one like near you or side of you to guide you and to show you go into this area and go into that?
I would say it was quite difficult because you know when you growing up as an African kid, first of all, most of our parents do work. Yeah. Parents go to work, come back late, they don't have any time to talk to you or even find out how your day went. The next morning they do the same thing. So you don't really have any sort of motivation at home that kind of makes you want to strive and better yourself to become a better person. So I had to look elsewhere. What happened is, this is when I went Belgium because I was sick, I wasn't well, I went to treat myself. I came back. When I came back, a friend of mine invited me to a seminar, a business seminar. It was a networking event. Even it was a scam thing that they were trying to do to us, trying to take our money. But during that, I didn't invest on so network marketing thing. But during that seminar, there was a woman that said the name of a book.
What was the name of the book?
The Secret.
The Secret. Yeah. And who was the author?
Rhonda Byrne, I think it is. I went back home. I looked for the video, it was the DVD. I found the DVD. The DVD I think is free online now. People can watch it. It's called The Secret. I watched it and I looked for the book as well. Even I didn't get the video book, but the essential part of the book, the understanding of it, I got it from the movie, which tells you become what you think about, or you become your thoughts. So what you focus on and what you think about every day, you can become it. And the energy, you know, that you surround yourself with can influence you, like can influence your becoming. Yeah. So you have to surround yourself with the right people. You have to take on the right activities. You have to feed your mind with the positive stuff in order for you to change. Because sometimes what people tend to do, they want to change the situation they're in, but they're not changing themselves as a person. You know, you might want to be someone or reach this level. Yeah, that thing is there waiting for you. But in order for you to reach it, you have to become that person that belongs to that level. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. So that book helped me to understand. It opened my mind to the possibility of becoming whoever I wanted to be. So that's when I start undertaking all these steps to better myself and becoming the greatest version of myself. And I started coaching young people in the area, doing activities with them and stuff. And then I heard that there was a vacancy in a youth center around. So I was like, okay. I asked one of the guys that was working, and he told me they don't really employ people that live in the area. It's because of policies and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, they might not employ me, but I think I'm better equipped to help these young people because I've lived their life.
So you've got the experience.
I've got the experience. I know the parents. I know the area. I know how to, you know, talk to them because they also understand me. They respect me as a elder because of the things I used to do in the past. So when I applied and I spoke to the manager, I made her understood what I stood for and what I can bring to the place. I didn't expect them to call me. And then the following day, I got a call telling me that I could start next week, and it was unbelievable. And that was my job with crime concern. So the job was to help young people, prevent them from getting into the crime life. So we did a lot of activities with that, and I stayed with them for 7 years. Yeah, and
That's
that was
a long time.
yes, and that was until the Tories government came and took all the funding. That's when the job sort of stopped. But that was my sort of way to give something back to the young people, because a lot of those young people now, when I walk around, I see them, and some of them, because back then when I used to talk to them, I used to feel like they never used to listen to what I used to say to them, because I would tell them my experience, and I would tell them that the road life that they live in will not put food on the table, will not pay for your bills, will not feed you, will not pay for your medical bills. They never used to listen. But lately I've been meeting them, and some of them are very thankful towards me. I remember I was walking in the Gascon estate. One of them came, he was literally running. He ran, he hugged me. I was like, huh? And he was one of the most stubborn boys that I was dealing with at that place. He hugged me, why are you hugging me like this, G? Because I speak to them like...
You speak like a road man as well.
Yeah, why are you hugging me like this? Well, nah, I'm happy to see him. Like, you're happy to see me, why? He's like, if it wasn't for you, I would still be in jail. And that was powerful. I was like, wow.
What did you think at that time?
I was like, what do you mean? I was like, listen, you see the things that you used to say to us, they used to stick in the back of our head. And sometimes when we used to get into trouble, we'll sit in the corner and thinking, only if I listen to Frankos. Only if I listen to Frankos. And I was like, wow. And I was like, what are you doing now? He's like, right now, I'm working with SBTV, I make good money, I got family, I got a kid, and I'm happy, man. You saved me. I was like, wow. Because sometimes when you do good things and you help people, you tell people the right words, you think, oh, it just goes. You don't think like much of it. But in reality, you help a lot of people. You help a lot of people. Some people take it on because you never know what that other person's going through at that moment of time when you're talking to them. And then there was another incident where another young person who just came through cancer. Like he had a cancer on his throat, had to do a massive operation and stuff. And I wanted to go see him. I couldn't find the time because me being busy. But when he came out of the hospital, I was walking, he was with his girlfriend. He saw me, he hugged me. He was like, it's because of this guy, I'm still here. I was like, wait. This is two young people that I've worked with telling me the same thing. And for me, it was a great feeling knowing that I was able to help them just with words.
The little thing, the little that you gave.
Yeah, words. You know, and it's powerful. That alone is powerful. That's why I always say to people, you know, we have to learn to be kind to people. Because sometimes when you're walking around and you see someone and you end up saying a mean thing to somebody, you don't know what
it's going to be.
What it's going to be. You don't even know what's happening in their life, you being so mean to them. But by saying something good and positive to them, you never know the impact of it. So I can say I impacted a lot of those young people in that area. For me, that job was a life-changing moment. And from there, when they cut the funding, I left. I think at the time I finished, I ended up finishing uni, I think the year before that. I graduated in international development, combined with source development. And then after that, I did a few entrepreneurship modules at uni to sort of learn business and all this stuff, because I started to become passionate about business. And then when in 2011, I was selected because I was also doing some voluntary work with some charities. Those charities pulled me into this European group that was supposed to go to Congo and be one of the observers for the election. So in 2011. So
you're into politics as
well? I'm
well?
into political activism. I'm passionate about Congo.
But there's one question before, sorry, cutting me. Because there's many people watching right now that may be asking themselves, like, when was, because you gave yourself Frankos. Yeah. When was Frankos born?
Frankos.
When was that characteristic really developed?
Frankos, money man. Yeah, the core.
Mr. Money Man.
That developed around the time when I discovered The Secret, the book. At that time I was going through a hard time. I would say my uncle that we was staying at kicked us out of his place. Like, yeah, I got someone who wants to rent the place. I've helped you guys enough, and it's time for you guys now to fly with your own wings. At the time, I think it was my last year at uni, and I was doing my dissertation. Yeah, imagine, boom,
Kicked out.
kicked out. No, dissertation came later. No, let's go back. I think it was 2007. That's when Frankos came in. That came later. That was another incident that sort of developed the character that I have. But the first one was in 2006 when I went to Belgium. I came back. I was not well. I got treated. I came back. I didn't have a job, and I was still applying for the youth centre thing, and I was doing a lot of voluntary work. I was struggling financially. At that time, I was living with £5 a week. Basically, I would buy chicken and chips every day. £1, £1. So it was that sort of struggle.
So where were you living?
I was living with my uncle at that time. But there was no money. There was nothing provided in terms of income. And I didn't want to go back to the job seekers claim anymore. Because before that I was claiming and they were giving me, I think it was £82 every 2 weeks at the time.
So
and I didn't want to go back in because when I read The Secret, it kind of told me that you could change your life, you have the power to do this. So I didn't want to go back there. So I was struggling so much. And I remember one of my friends borrowed me money, and this friend of mine was chasing me for £20. The way he was chasing me, I felt like my dignity as a man
was lowered.
Yeah. You know, when you're a man and
you have to have that pride.
Come on,
I'm
me.
What makes a man.
So that was touch, and I made a promise to myself. I said, I will never, ever again lack money in my life. I will lack anything else. My money shouldn't be a worry for me. Shouldn't be an issue. Money should always be available. That's when Frankos Money Man
was born.
Yeah.
So were you writing all these in a note? Were you writing yourself? Because some people.
I had a notebook that I was writing, because obviously the book, when I found The Secret, I ended up finding other books that told me about goal settings and stuff. So I started writing all this stuff. You know, funny thing is, when I was moving houses here last year, I ended up finding one of the notes that I wrote, I think it was in 2007 or 2008. Trust me, my heart was aching. Because I found certain goals in that paper that I did not reach. Imagine.
Well, you've reached something because
I've done some stuff, but it's like I'm a dreamer. You don't understand. I believe in making the impossible happen, and sometimes what's difficult is not having the resources and the human resources and the money to make those things happen, and it makes everything difficult. And maybe the surrounding, the people that are around me, they don't understand my mind, what I'm tuned in, so it makes it difficult for you to reach certain things. Because I have huge goals, I don't have small goals. Some of the stuff I've done, I don't even think I have yet to accomplish anything. Like literally, I haven't even reached a quarter. Do you understand?
So that list must be long.
It's not even long. It's just this big dream that I have a dream. My biggest dream is to create employment in Congo. Even though I'm doing it through Voice of Congo way, we're providing employment to 7 people. At the moment, I got 7 people working for Voice of Congo in Congo. There was 8 of them. We just got rid of one because obviously she wasn't productive enough. Now there's 7 of them, and through that alone, I'm sort of doing the big aim that I have on a smaller scale. But I would like to provide jobs to thousands and thousands of Congolese, because I know the impact that could have. By providing jobs to those people, they'll be able to send the children to school, educate them for them to become people in society. So at the moment, those 7 people, like last time I was having a go at one of my employees in Congo. Proper having a go at him.
But you have like 2 sets, because you have some in Congo and some here.
Yeah, here we do entertainment. Like the DisknJockey, we organize events and stuff for the Miss Congo. And Congo is more the media thing that we do. So
would you say Congo is where your heart is really laid at?
Congo, it is where my heart is, because they're my people. They're my people. I left when I was still 16, so I was very conscious of the issues.
The reality that was happening.
What was happening. And going back there again in 2009, before going back for the election, I found some of my friends that I grew up with. Like those young people at the time, they were in the late 20s, some of them were even in the early 30s. They still did not experience a 9-to-5 job. Like they don't know how to go to a job feels like. Do you understand? Can you imagine someone who's born and raised, never been to school because they don't have a way to pay the school fees, and never experienced a job in their entire 30 years of existence? So for me...
But then how do they survive?
Little things. They go out, walk around, do a little
activity.
And then, make a bit of money. And for me, that was really touching. I was like, nah, this has to change. When I first went, I tried to set up businesses there. When I was there, the businesses were working well. But when I get back here, the business is there because I'm not there. So working in the media field is much better because I'm in control still because I'm here. I'm the one that decides on what sort of content to send me, on what sort of activities to do. And if they don't do it, they don't get paid. So they are forced to work and for them to get paid at the end of the month. So it was a good experience for me doing all these things. So there's two sides, but the biggest side is in Congo.
In Congo.
Yeah.
That's really good. We're going to shortly go on a break and we'll be back to discuss more of how Mr. Frankos started his business, what basically empower him, what motivate him to build these things that we see and see soon. Thank you.
Mbote, my name is Oseli Sinda Wambongo. I am Miss Congo UK 2017. I'm also a third-year final student. On Sunday, June 18th, I'm convening Yellow Sunday to raise money to train 1,000 Congolese women to become nurses, to ease Congo's health crisis, and I need you to join me. Yellow Sunday is the Congolese people's annual one-day campaign, which asks people across the globe to wear something yellow in solidarity with the Congolese people. We want to support 10,000 Congolese women in 10 sectors over the next 10 years. Think of it as our attempt to bend the arc of gender inequality a little towards gender equality. Now, training a nurse costs on average $400 a year. So we need $1,200 for the 3 years course times by 1,000. That is 1.2 million US dollars. Or, as I like to think of it, we need 100,000 people who are willing to donate £10, €10, $10 each on Yellow Sunday. Now, you might be wondering, why nurses? Well, partially because Congo is facing a health crisis. Figure shows that we have about 28,000 nurses looking after 77 million people. Angola, with 25 million people, have about 35,000 nurses. This critical health crisis is made worse by the growing challenges poverty poses, especially within the adult women population. Add to this the ongoing wars and conflicts, the humanitarian crisis that accompanies them, and the spread of HIV and AIDS due to the use of rape as a weapon of war. This fundraising will not only help improve Congo's ability to fight treatable diseases, but also help save millions of lives each year. Another reason I'm deeply passionate about this is because women are the backbone of Congolese society. This fundraising will help make them financially independent, enable them to protect their families and communities, and in the long run, it will help from the injuries it has endured over the past 20 years. So, remember, Yellow Sunday is on Sunday, 18th of June. And we need to do 4 things in support of Congolese women. 1, wear something yellow in solidarity with the Congolese people. 2, take a picture wearing something yellow and upload it on social media using hashtag Yellow Sunday. We want the whole world to go yellow on June 18th. 3, donate. We need to raise 1.2 million US dollars for 1,000 Congolese women. 4, spread the word and tell your friends and family and get them involved.
Welcome back to the Voice of Reasons. Before we went on the break, Mr. Frankos was just giving us a little summary of his background, of where he come from, how he was raised, and how Mr. Frankos Moneyman was born. So, yeah, Frankos.
Yes.
Which one did you start first? Was it business, event, hosting? Which one did you start?
We started with events first. First it was a business. When me and my friend, I think, we were working at the same youth center, Regan. We were looking at maybe, I came up with an idea. I was like, why don't we set up like a little mini agency where we get DJs from different nationals, and if someone needs a DJ, we can provide them with a DJ. That's where the name DisknJockey came from. And we got that we had a few DJs that agreed, but it was difficult. So keep up, because you call a DJ and then they already have another
So
booking.
how were you finding these DJs?
People that we knew within the event industry. You know,
So they were recommending
friends and
people.
stuff. Yeah, we were following. Because my friend, the one that I was working with at the time, Regan, he was in the music industry. Was a studio type of guy. So we were like, yeah, let's do this. And he struggled to work. He struggled to work at first, and then after that, when I went to Congo in 2009, I came back. There was a Congo independence that happened here. I think it was in Stratford, and then there was feedback that came. Some people weren't happy. They were like, "Oh no, it wasn't as good. The music, this, that. We should do our own one." I was like, "What? Why are you complaining?" Because I'm the type of person that don't like people complaining. If you're gonna complain about something, you have to be able to bring a solution to the problem. And I was like, "Why don't we do one instead of complaining?" "Oh no, we don't know. No one knows us in the community. It's not gonna happen."
So how many people were that roughly?
There was quite a few people at the time. It was, I think, Clary, FBI, quite a few people that I knew. So they didn't believe in the idea. So I was like, okay, if these guys don't believe in it, I'm going to do it. So I spoke to one of my friends, who was, I think it was the Ethiopian guy. And he's the guy that believed in me, funny enough, like Ebenezer. So
Is he Congolese?
No, Ethiopian. I spoke to him. I said, "We want to do this event, Congo Independence. What do you think?" He's like, "Yeah, it can happen." And I thought, okay, no problem. Let's meet up. So at that time, I already moved. I was living in a little studio in Dagenham. I said, "Come for a meeting." We sat down. We jot everything down.
How many people turned
It was
up?
me and him. Just me and him. We jot everything down, and then there was another guy that was doing an event at the time, David. He does You Got Jokes. So he had expertise in the event field. So we called him up. This guy's very sharp. Get him to start chatting. We do this, we do that, contact this venue, So it came with this new energy. I was like, wow, okay, let's do it. But we contact the venues, and he told me this, like, go there, just dress smart, look good, and talk to them. They're gonna listen to you. They might not give me the venue because they already know me. I was like, okay, no problem, I'm gonna go. I just smart. I went there, I spoke to them, and they gave us a day. Now, first we had another venue in Dagenham. That venue ended up cancelling us because we already had a day out. We had a day out, but the venue ended up cancelling us, so we had to go to IFBAR. And then I went to IFBAR, dressed smart. I got the venue, and I came back on the table. We had the venue, we had it there. I put my money down. Ebenezer, the film guy, put his money down as well, and David put his money down. So I came back. We called a big meeting now. Called FBI, everyone else. We told them about the project. They were still skeptics. So I said to them, "Listen, guys, don't worry," because at the time, my friend Mania and I think Fabrice as well, they were organizing the Congo Independence as well. And Mania's one was a huge one. They were doing a Choxy, and they had a lot of sponsors, a lot of money. And we were doing an IFBAR, like a small bar of about 1,000 people. You can take about 1,000 people if you want to maximize the number, but initially it's 700 people. So we thought, they were like, "Nah, them guys, they know, they've been doing events before us, we're not going to do it." I was like, "Listen, guys, all we have to do, believe me, make noise. If we make noise, things are going to
But were they not making noise as well?
They were making noise because they had the money, they had the finance, they were making noise, but we were looking to make a different type of noise. We were looking to do street marketing. So they believed in what I said to them. Listen, because we were young at the time, I was getting gym, muscle, and I had good-looking guys around me. I said, "Listen, we need to use what we have. Let's get the good-looking girls, good-looking guys, put them up front, and we'll attract people."
But what brought these ideas?
It was just marketing.
So,
I think it came that one. It came natural. It came natural. So we had a meeting, and then one person, and this is how Miss Congo was born. Is that one person at that meeting was like, "Has Miss Congo been done?" And the last few, we were like, "No, the last time that was done was 2006." Because we were thinking about doing a fashion show within that Congo.
So you're not the first person that's done Miss Congo.
No, there was other people doing it, but not to the not disrespect to them, but not to the levels that we do it. We put a different standard into. So we legalized it. We made it to the level that it is now. No, I'm not boasting, but that's what we've done.
Yeah.
And the person was like, why don't we do Miss Congo then? Yeah. And then we went and checked if it was registered and things like that. We got everything. Bam, bam, bam. Say Miss Congo. We started marketing. And this is where things are starting to change. We went there, we start pushing the marketing. I got myself into the gym. I was lifting weights. I had my vest on. My friends had vest on. We were talking about the event. And girls loved that video. And at the time, YouTube was still young. And then we put a video out. To have 2,000 views on YouTube at that time was a huge thing. And that video made so much noise. And then we got the girls from the Miss Congo. They came and we filmed them. We put it out.
So how long did the procedure take?
The procedure it took about 3 months. Because Manyanda started the marketing for 6 good months. We came in and we started making noise, and then they didn't like it. And then I think they sent someone who used Lashik, his mom's Facebook page, to write on her page. We lost it. We're like, why can't they come on our event page? Right like that. And we attacked back. It was funny because we were still young. Lashik was young, and Lashik had a lot of energy. Maya had a lot of energy. We attacked them back. So they called us for a meeting. We went to a meeting now. Manya was sitting there. Smokey's brother, forgot his name, Eric. He was sitting there. You know, we walked in, see all these people suited up. We came with our jeans and everything else. So, these guys are trying to influence us. So here, we're not going to be scared. Come on. We sat there. They start presenting the project, because the project was proper corporate, proper. They were talking. They were like giving us feedback on our flyer. Because on our flyer we had this sexy young girl looking like, you know, you want to attract young people that like that sort of thing. They were like, the look on your flyer is not good, you need to change this image. And in my head I was like, what the heck? What are these guys telling us?
So they try basically
to tell us,
over
so they were like, you need to change this and what we can do for you and give you some tickets for your event, so we can do exchange, we promote your event. Because our event was a day before their event, and then Fabrice's event was a week before our event. So there was 3 Congo Independence happening that year, and everyone was looking to get the highest number of people. So we were like, and they were like, at that meeting, they were like, listen, you guys, your event will be like a pre-event. What they say, the pre-event to our event. I was like, in my head,
they want to put you guys at the back.
Guys like, what?
They're lowering you.
Yeah. So we sort of had some sort of agreements on cross promotion. They promote stuff, we promote the stuff. But that never, we left that meeting. When I left that meeting in my head, I was like, these guys are trying to mock us, man. What do you think? We think we're going to do our thing about it. And that cross promotion thing never worked. And then kept the promotion, kept being aggressive with our promotion, properly strong promotion. And then the last 2 weeks of those events came. Fabrice's event happened. I think there was a minor incident that happened there. He didn't really get the turnout that he expected. There wasn't that much turnout. And our event came. Our event was a Friday, and then the next day was supposed to be Manuel's event. Our event, we had pack house, full house. I mean, it was, we sold ticket. Because it was just, the buzz that we created was just huge. The marketing was what you call guerrilla marketing. That's what we did. It was huge. Like, we sold out.
So you had a strong team
that
was strong in promotion.
Strong guys, guys that were just going out there promoting hard. And at the time, you could do a Facebook page and invite thousands.
And that was how many of you in the group?
Me, Mike, David, Ebenezer, FBI, Clary.
Diamond?
No, Diamond wasn't even there. Diamond was them and them guys came after. There was quite a few.
So there was about 8 of
you? Yeah. There was about 8 of us. So we did that. The event was very successful.
Okay.
And then the following day, I was like, I went to sleep. I was happy, innit? Because Manyan that invited them as well to come to our event so they can promote the next day event. They never came. We did that event, and the next day I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I get a text telling me Manyan's event's been cancelled. Oh, what's going on?
So you thought, this is it?
Not even. At first, because the competition was high. I was like, oh, why? I thought they were joking. I was like, and then to confirm it, Fabrice calls me. He's like, did you hear? Fabrice, the other one that was calling me. Things been cancelled. I was like, I wanted to go there and see how they was going to do. Because they took a big venue, Choxy. And I knew, not being disrespectful to them, but at the time I knew they weren't going to fill up. Choxy is 3,000 people. 3,000 people venue. And that requires you to have someone like Fali on the book to close it down. Without any major artists, Choxy, Congolese community will struggle to fill up.
Okay.
So the event never happened, and we were the only one that had a successful event from there. And then from there we took it on. We banged out the second year we did another Miss Congo, because we combined Miss Congo and Congo Independence. We did it at the same place. And the third year for now, we can't. I sort of changed the team the second year because I wasn't really happy with some of the stuff that went on the first year. Some of the friends that were in, they weren't really tuned into business like me. They were more interested into the girls and stuff. So I wasn't interested into it. I was interested in
making money.
Yeah, money at the time, but at the same time I wanted to make an impact. So sort of changed the whole team. I got people that were really, really passionate about the work. And then that's when I started changing, bringing people in. And then from there, I think the third year, that's when I thought, no, we need to take this to the next level. That's when we contacted Eddie Caddy, because we were trying to get him on the bill for the 2 previous events. He didn't want to get involved because we were a small thing, like he wasn't really sure. He didn't really believe, in us like that. But after doing 2 good events and having that on a portfolio at the same time, he didn't really have an eyes on us. But we contacted him again, and we had to write a long ass email. Sorry for my language.
No foul language on this one.
We had to write an email, obviously explaining why we wanted him there. And then we wanted him there to be a judge for this Congo. We didn't want him there to host. Then he offered to host, and then he offered to host. We had to pay him his hosting fee. We paid him his hosting fee. Bam, he came. We started promotion. That 2012 we did it at the Camden Center, because I wanted to move things to a bigger scale. I wanted to represent Congo in the right way.
But why didn't you stick to the little that you had? Why did you want it to go big?
Because I was looking at other nations like Nigeria and Ghana, and then seeing what they were doing. They would do big things in a bigger scale. And I was like, if we're going to represent Congo, we have to do it properly. Like you have to do it properly. So I thought, no, let's move into a bigger scale now. So that's when we moved to Central London. We done the Camden thing, and that venue sold out. Literally, it was a venue of 900 people, and the 900 people, there was a full 900 people inside, and over 300 people outside.
Wow.
And then from there we started bettering things. We divided Congo Independence and Miss Congo, and then ended up making Miss Congo its own brand, building Miss Congo as a brand, and getting that to using Miss Congo to empower young women and developing them to become role models within the Congolese community in the UK. And the Congo Independence at the moment, we've sort of put a stop to that at the moment. So we're so revising, and I think maybe sometime next year we'll be celebrating that, but in a different way, because I want to use that platform now to start having an impact and changing people's life, instead of just coming and celebrating and going back with having an impact. So I'm so thinking and strategizing. So next year, don't be surprised if you see some changes.
So unfortunately, the time is not our friends right now, and we hope to get like Mr. Frankos back. Before we finish the show, Mr. Frankos, what could be the last word? Because this show is about the young people, also empowering them and helping them and supporting them. What is your message to the young people?
To the young people, I say, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people that bring you up, push you up, inspire you to be the greatest version of yourself. And also, always be curious to learn. Curious to learn new things, because life is a learning experience. If you're not learning, you die. You know. So I was reading last time I was talking about a quote. They said, "A person that reads 1,000 books lives 1,000 life. A person that doesn't read at all only lives one life." So you want to be that person that lives 1,000 life, because a book gives you different experience. For example, you might want to become like Bill Gates. You might want to become like Steve Jobs. All you have to do is go and read about what he did. And if you copy what he did and try to implement the same behavior, the same habits into your own life, you're most likely to have the same success. So I say to the young people, go out there, learn. Don't listen to negative people. Don't listen to the naysayers, especially those that are already entrepreneurs. Keep doing what you're doing. I know there's a lot of negativity out there in the world. People will tell you that you can't do nothing or you can't do something because they themselves can't do it. Or they will tell you the limits. They'll try and get the limitation and pull it into your own mind. So don't listen to those things and just keep pushing, man. You know, the world is your oyster. Believe in yourself. Things will work out.
Thank you very much, Mr Frankos. Thank you for everybody for watching our show. And as you've heard it yourself from Mr Frankos, the world is your oyster. You can become anything you want. You can do whatever you want. But it takes encouragement. It takes a lot of working within yourself, and then the impact will be shown through your work. I thank for the support of Trésor Image and the group of Aspiring Youth Continue for supporting our show, and I thank you, the viewer, for watching, and see you all next week, Saturday at 3 p.m. Thank you. Bye-bye.